Welcome back, everybody. This is Weeknights. We are back to start the new week. Uh, and some interesting things have happened, some today, some over the weekend. So we'll get into all of it. I am JD, aka He Who Pods.
And I'm Dash. Welcome back. We can start with the update.
Okay. Uh, yeah, so Young Thug, I guess I should pull up her name so I could not just say new judge.
Well, there's been an
Yeah.
update to the trial that Young Thug has been in
Yes.
that we just talked about. I believe it was last week.
Yeah, I think it was last week or the week before, but it was definitely recently. In the last week or so, they put in for a recusal, a request to recuse the current judge, um, and now there's a new judge taking over. And so there were four motions put in for different parts of this puzzle, but the quick version is that the judge was recused because they wouldn't recuse themselves.
Well,
And now,
I guess the judge didn't. I think if the judge were to remove himself, that would be recusing. But I think it's just that the courts to order the judge to be removed from the case. I don't know if that's necessarily still considered a recusal.
got you.
Maybe I'm.
Well, what it shows here, because the legal paperwork is out. What it shows is that the recusal request was granted.
Okay.
So they put in a motion to recuse, and it was granted. Like I said, there were four things. If you want, I could read it, but
No, I mean
um,
it's fine. I just wasn't sure that there was a exactly what the distinction was, so I just wanted to say that. But
I
'cause what
got you.
I read was I didn't. What I read when I was on Associated Press, it said that the judge was ordered to be removed from the case. They didn't
Yeah.
use the word recused. That's why I thought maybe then that means when you're actually removing yourself versus, and I could be completely wrong about that. I don't really know, but
Oh yeah, me either. But it sounds like you're right. But yeah, the judge was forced to leave. That's it. That's the long and the short of it. Everything was not granted, but that was the main thing, and it was. There's a new judge who already was assigned the case, and that is Judge Shakira L. Ingram. Um, and so we don't know when this trial will continue, but they moved pretty fast because we just spoke about it the other day. Not only was the decision already made, but they already reassigned the case to this other judge. So I think that's swift action. Um, and I think we'll see how things go with this new judge. I hope that whatever it is a speedy situation. This trial has been going on for over 100 days.
over two.
Uh, oh, it was 200. Wow, that's a lot. Well, yeah.
It said it's
This,
the longest trial. I want to say it's the longest trial in the state of Atlanta.
oof, wow, that's crazy because it looked like we're quite far from a resolution. So
Yeah,
I hope that they're able to get the ball rolling.
not
Um,
the state of Atlanta. I'm sorry, the state of Georgia. I said the
got
state of Atlanta. That's not. That's not correct.
Jordan. Yeah, you got it. Um, yeah, I hope this gets the ball rolling and gets this trial actually going at a steady pace. Because it's been moving at a snail's pace, and like, man, it's crazy that this young man has to be in jail just waiting while all of this is going on. I don't know if he's innocent or guilty, or I should say guilty or not guilty. Um, I don't know all the evidence that the state has or doesn't have, but I know that this has taken a long time. I'm glad that they were able to change the judge because clearly it needed to happen. But beyond that, I don't really know what more to say here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens next. But um, yeah, at least there something's happening over there.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good. And like I said, I hope they're able to get things done in a speedy manner because clearly it's taking a long time. So hopefully this new judge comes in and everybody can get busy and do what needs to be done.
Yeah,
Speaking of everybody getting busy, there's a Hollywood Walk of Fame class of 2025 that has been announced. I didn't know that happened. I thought people kind of just got them when they got it. So I
they plan for it, but I also think you have to apply for it, and
Mhm.
like then they do it in waves or something like that. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, because there's a whole process that people to go go through to become an honoree on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's like the person actually has to be involved in getting one. So
Right.
um, I don't know how it works. I know Prince is on the list. I don't know how it works when you are
You're
no,
deceased.
yeah. So, but for people who are still with us, there's a process there that goes along with it. So it kind of makes sense there would be some sort of like wave that they do.
Right.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, it's a long list and it's broken up by categories. So first is honored for contributions in the motion pictures. That category, the people from that category are John Carpenter, Jessica Chastain, Bill
testing.
Duke, Chastain, thank you, Bill Duke, Robert Englund,
Well, can we
Emilio.
just talk about the ones that we care about? We don't really have to list all of them, do we? I don't
Sure,
think you care
go for
about
it.
all those people on that list.
Okay, who you care about?
Well, I don't remember them all, but and I don't have the list in front of me, but I know Prince is on there. Courtney B. Vance is on there. Um, Sherry Shepherd is on there. Uh, Emilio
Fantasia,
Estevez is on there. Fantasia's on there. Um,
Busta Rhymes, the Isley Brothers.
yeah, those are some good ones. I mean, there's some other ones that are, not of color that are interesting too.
Yes.
You
Green
don't
Day,
Green Day. I mean,
Depeche Mode.
Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Yeah, Green Day are legendary. So is Depeche Mode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Bill Nye, come on,
The
gotta
Science
give Bill
Guy.
Nye some love. Exactly. Who else we got here? Let me see. I'm a John Carpenter fan. He's a director of like horror and sci-fi movies. Your boy Colin Farrell, you know what I'm saying?
Farrell is on there. Yeah.
And I gotta give some love to Emilio Estevez, Mighty Ducks, man.
Oh, I said that, or I said that before. Maybe you didn't hear me say it. I said
Oh,
that's
I didn't.
yeah. That was one
Yeah,
of the ones
quack,
that I said. Yeah, that's important.
quack, quack, quack.
Yeah. No, it's a. I feel like it's a pretty strong list. But
Uh huh.
you look like you have a question.
I don't know who Jessica is, the one
Just
you corrected me on. I'm
you
trying to
do.
see do I know her.
You do.
You know, I be knowing and don't know that's the person. So I want to see can I, you know,
You know her.
put a
She's
name, a picture to the name,
she's a very
a face
popular
to the
actress.
name.
I'll
Let's
wait for
see.
you to realize who she is.
I don't know, I'm not trying to diss her and say she's not worthy or anything.
I don't think you
I'm
are.
not. It's me. I'm not good. Well, people watch this, so I don't want them to think like, oh, he's dissing her. I don't know a lot of people's names. Like I got my Fave Five, you know what I mean? Like back when T-Mobile had the Fave Five, and a lot of them outside the Fave Five, I don't know who they are. Jessica, okay, I do know her. Yes,
Yeah, I figured you would know her.
she was in Molly's Games, right? Is that the thing? Let me see.
She was in a lot of
Yep.
things.
Molly's Games. I remember her from Molly's Games. Oh, Interstellar. Okay. Miss Sloan. Okay. Yeah, I know her. Definitely know some of her work, I should say. I don't know her personally. You know,
Right.
never had the pleasure. Oh my God, she was in Mama. I hated that movie. That movie pissed me off.
Hmm.
What
Well,
a movie. It's a horror movie.
oh,
The movie is good
I know about
all the way
it. I
until the
didn't see
end.
it. Oh, really?
It's the opposite of a lot of horror movies today. Today, a lot of horror movies are really bad, and then the ending they try to like make up for it, and the ending is like, all right, but why you made me watch this crap
Mm.
to get to this point? Mama was the opposite. Mama was awesome until like the very, very end, and then it was like, hold on, yeah, you made me sit here for y'all to do this at the last 2 minutes. This made the entire movie garbage. Why'd you do this? Such a wild ass movie. I remember her in Mama. Yes, yes, I do.
Okay. Well, yeah. So then you know who she is. Now,
I
my
do.
question is,
Talk
and I've
about it.
never been to LA before. I've been to
Me either.
California, but I've never been to LA. Always wanted to go, but just never I guess the right time never presented itself. But where are they putting all these stars? Now I know that it's like, along several city blocks and whatnot, but there's a lot of stars and they just keep adding stars. And I'm just curious, like
Feel like
what
some people's
happens?
stars should be taken away.
No, I don't think that people's stars should be taken away. I just would like to know more information about the logistics of the star placement. I'm sure if I did enough research, I could find it. But I'm just thinking about it, and I'm like, they just keep adding stars, and that is 36 people they are adding next year.
Yep. They probably got to acquire more city blocks. I'm sure that I've never been there, but I would assume that they acquire more land to be able to do this.
I just wonder what. Yeah, I guess that's true. But I totally would love to know like a little bit more about how that part of it works because that's a lot of stars.
It is.
And I don't know how many stars there are existing today, but I know it's a lot, and
That's a good question.
they're about to add almost 40. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah, I just think that's kind of fascinating. But I guess maybe someday I'll go, and I'll see for myself.
Yes, yes, yes. Tell Kendrick to fly you out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yep. I'll just call him up on the phone, him and Whitney.
That's it.
Hmm.
I'm saying. Or maybe ask Whitney instead. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Whitney will be like, oh, come on, girl.
Yep.
Got you. Gotta stay with the kids one night, but I got you.
Great. Well, I don't know about that, but
I would
but
to- I would totally be okay if that was the price of coming to
oh,
LA.
well,
Like,
sure.
oh, you just want me to stay with little Kendricks? No problem.
If they're gonna wine and dine me and fly me out, and all I gotta do,
No
and I can have
problem.
my good time, but for one night I have to watch the kids, I could do that. Not a
No
problem.
problem. Yeah, come on.
I hope they're not some bad little kids though, because
Even if they are, Uncle
even
JB got it.
even if they are, but I'm just saying, I would prefer.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I'm trying to say.
All right. Well, we want to end this one with some love. Show some love to another person here. Um, so there's a young lady named Myeshia Mizuno. I think that's how you pronounce it. And she is now officially the showrunner for both regular Family Feud and Celebrity Family Feud on ABC. Did you know Family Feud came on ABC?
I think I did know that. Yes.
I had no idea. I always just watch like the clips on YouTube
Yeah. It's on.
or
It's
find like a full episode somewhere random. Usually YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a full Family Feud episode in a really long time. But yeah. But
Yeah,
it's
I
still
didn't.
alive and kicking on ABC.
Apparently, I mean, I knew it was still doing well,
Mhm.
especially because the clips of like Megan the Stallion were circulating the other day. So
Yep.
clearly, but
She's on the
I
latest.
had no idea it was on ABC. I didn't. I thought it was on some like I don't know random cable network, but apparently not. So back to Miss Maisha here. She's now the producer for both shows. And I think that's super fly. On top of that, the show has returned for its 10th anniversary. Uh, Let me be more specific. Celebrity Family Feud
Hmm.
has returned for its 10th anniversary, and its landmark 100th episode was on July 9th, just the other day. So it says here that those games are played for charities. And some of the people who will be competing this season are Megan the Stallion, Anthony Anderson, Earth, Wind, and Fire. What?
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal and Sherry Shepherd.
That's a fun
I'm
bunch.
about to say that's a star-studded list right there. She
Yeah.
gathered the whole squad up,
I like
old,
that
new,
list.
and everything in between.
Yeah, I like that list. I think Family Feud is fun, but Celebrity Family Feud is fun
It
too.
gets a little more fun.
Yeah, because you get to see these people out of their element, and sometimes that's nice to see.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes it's funny. You also learn who's like way smarter than you ever imagined, but but also
I
who's
used
more
to I used to see that on Jeopardy.
yeah,
Like people be on Jeopardy, be like, "Holy shit, Shaq knows that answer? How you know that?
right.
Who taught that to Shaq?"
Or who's funnier than you thought they might be in real
That's
life,
true. You
who
see a
they
little
were,
bit, see
whatever.
a little bit of that personality come out.
Yeah, you get some personality, which I think is cool. I always like seeing people as they are, rather than as we're supposed to see them. So
Yes.
I think that this is I've always thought it was a fun show. Also, if you're watching Family Feud and they ask a question, I mean, the whole thing about being the viewer is being able to like yell it out,
Yes.
especially if they get it wrong or you feel like you know the answer. You're like, why would you say that?
Right.
It's
And
very
usually you watch it with people, so it's multiple shouts happening, or you might be arguing with the person. You know,
right.
it'd be like, when should you not wear a tank top? You'd be like, in the winter. Your person next to you be like, no, you gotta wear tank tops in the winter. That's the best time. You'd be like, what? What's wrong with you?
Right. So it's a it's always a fun experience,
Yeah,
um, being a viewer
properly named.
and watching it exactly. And it is something that you can do with other people, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So
If
so
I
yeah,
had a big family, I would totally buy. They sell like Family Feud for the house.
yeah,
Oh man, if I had a big family, I would totally be playing Family Feud all the time. Like
that'd be so fun.
that would be so fun to just have groups of people playing Family Feud going crazy. Oh man, that would be so good.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't have one of those big families.
I mean, listen, we could put a team together. We could set something up. But
You need
yeah,
a lot of people for something like that. No, don't you need like 8 people at least?
I feel like if you had a solid, yeah, if you had like 8 people, you could do it. Why not?
It's a lot of what's the word I want to look for? A lot of communication and planning.
Yes, absolutely.
You
But
might you might not have you might have to hide the fact that it's Family Feud y'all playing when y'all get up. You have to be
just
like, oh man, a crazy party, catered food, it's gonna
game,
be lit.
just say
And
it's
then when
game
the
night.
eight, I guess
Because when people go to game night, they don't know what games they're playing.
that's a valid point. That is a valid point.
I love a good game night. Yeah, people don't know what games they're playing when they go to game night. So you could
That's
throw
true.
anything out there. You get there and you don't know. It could be Monopoly, it could be Scrabble, it could be
It's
Uno,
anything.
or it could be something completely different.
Right.
Who
What's the
knows?
card game everybody likes? Cards Against Humanity, right?
Cards Against Humanity. Oh yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
that
know
shows
people like
how
that one.
rotten people are. Um,
Right.
it does. But yeah, there's a bunch of different things that game night could entail. Game night could be like a trivia game, or it could just be like questions, open-ended questions. Um, it
Yeah.
really depends on, what the vibe is. So,
When I was a kid, there were couples that used to hang out like in the family, and the thing would be Pictionary.
oh, I always loved Pictionary.
So it'd be like my mom and dad versus like my cousin and his lady, and
Mm,
then the other couple would keep score and do the timer, and then the loser, excuse me, the winner would play the couple that's waiting.
mm.
And that's how they do it. That's
That's
how
fun.
they did it. Excuse me, because it was like six of them at one point.
Couples game night is fun, especially when you like shake things up a little bit and like split up the couples. Good
That's
time.
dangerous.
It is, but it's fun. But yeah, so yeah, no, I think this is cool. And just to get back to the matter at hand, I think it's amazing that a black
Oh, I
woman
didn't
is
even
running.
say. Right, you hit
I
it.
think
Yeah,
it's really exciting.
that's the
Um,
part I was supposed to say and totally skipped. Like it
yeah,
did.
we're multifaceted. We don't just do one thing. It doesn't
Right,
always have to be music, or you know what I mean? Like it could be
absolutely.
different things. And I think the fact that she's showrunner for a game show, and a game show that is so huge and so fun, is really cool. So congratulations
Yeah.
to her.
Right. Yeah. I totally forgot the part that she is the first black woman to run a primetime game show. That was the point of all of this. And
Yeah.
I totally forgot to read that. So I apologize. And again, shout out to Myeshia, because that's really, really super fly. And like I said here before, I love seeing us in these different spaces, taking on these different roles and setting new precedents. I think it's awesome when
Yeah.
we're able to do that.
Yeah. That's amazing. So excited for her. That's very cool. And I will try to catch, I don't have ABC, but I will try to catch some of Family Feud this season. Um, I heard some mixed reviews about Meg the Stallion. Um, but I'm curious about all the other people that are on there also. So, maybe I'll check it out and report back.
Right. We'll be here waiting.
Yeah, the season is underway now. I think it just started last week. So,
Yeah, July 9th.
hmm
That's what the article said.
good stuff.
Wait, yes. This might be our shortest pod ever, but I ain't mad at it. Sometimes you gotta do that.
Sometimes it's
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. All
Mhm.
right. And we've said enough for today. We will be back tomorrow. Thank you for being here, viewing, watching, subscribing, commenting. We see you tomorrow.
Yes, we will.